Hello, and welcome to the Smut Show,
a weekly podcast from your new internet book besties.
We discuss all things spicy books and mix in a little bit of motherhood, life, self-care, and everything in between.
So sit back,
grab a beverage,
and let's chat. Hello, and welcome to the Smut Show. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Neely, and it's just us, guys.
And it's just us.
But it wasn't supposed to be.
It was not.
So we are pivoting. We had a guest scheduled. We didn't have the guest scheduled.
Do not.
So it's us. We were like, you know what? We've blocked the time out. We're going to record. I have a lot of very random things we can talk about, but I'm just going to be real upfront with y'all. This is going to be a chatty, yappy episode, and I have no idea what it's going to look like. But I hope you listen, because these are usually our best ones.
Yeah, we do not have an agenda. We do not, we are truly just flying by the seat of our pants on this. It is a week before Halloween, so we've got, and I think this is scheduled to air next week, so we've got a couple of days until Halloween.
All who celebrate.
Happy Halloween. Who doesn't celebrate? I guess the Jehovah's Witness don't celebrate.
I will say, there's some people I follow on the internet that are
very conservative
group of Christianity.
They want to be able to dress up, but not, and they want to be able to go to door, but they don't celebrate Halloween.
Yeah, pretty much. I will say though, I saw a meme and I shared it on my Instagram today that I feel perfect. I feel like it encapsulates me, and it said, "What are you doing on Halloween?" And it was like, "I might put my tree up." And I was like, oh,
that is you.
That's me.
Yeah.
I will say I have blocked it in the calendar that we are going to put our tree up the day after Halloween.
I might do that this year. I feel like it's been a bleak year. We need some joy.
We've got the White House being demolished. We've got government shutdown, which affects me because my husband works for the government.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even put two and two together.
He's essential, so he is working and getting paid. So it affects me in the sense, though, that if the government shutdown doesn't fix itself, he won't get a raise or a bonus, which kind of sucks.
Yeah. Well, it's just things that you kind of plan on.
Work. Well, and people, listen, I would hate to be one of the people that's forced to work but not getting paid.
Oh, yeah. There are definitely worse things that could be happening with his job, but it is still frustrating. And
it's very frustrating, especially because, he had to go back into the office full-time, and it's they made this whole stink about government workers having to go back into the office full-time, and I'm like, okay, but, now you're not even paying them, so...
Right. You're sending them back, but then you're shutting... it's
But,
a mess.
Just... Listen, it's just another day in America. Should we do some ones and fives?
Let's do some ones and fives. I actually wrote mine down today.
Then I'll let you begin.
Okay, perfect. Mine are all weather related because we're in Texas and it has finally dipped below 80 degrees.
But have you looked? Because, and I know that the rain is not ideal for you, but it literally, today is the last day above 80.
I know. I'm so excited.
Next Wednesday night, the low is 48. For those who don't live in Texas, a mere 5 days ago, it was 98.
Yeah.
So I just,
It's finally feeling nice outside. And the problem is, and we've talked about this on the podcast before, is the hot seasonal depression is just...
that's where mine comes from. I don't actually get winter seasonal depression.
No, I'm okay with it being darker. It is hard to wake up. I get that, but it's hard to wake up now.
I love it, and I don't know if you're like this. I like it getting darker earlier. I know that that's not for everybody. I'm okay with it being dark at 5 p.m. My kids go to bed early anyway.
Yes.
So I have no problem with it being dark early. I actually thrive better in the winter, I feel. And I think it's because I really enjoy not wearing a bra.
Mm-hmm.
And the winter really allows for that.
It does. Yeah.
So
I don't remember if we talked about this on the podcast, but I did order through the
Ebby bras?
Ebby bras. Yeah, they're not here
Did you
yet.
like them?
I'm still
Oh
waiting.
my God, I can't wait to hear what you think.
It is
Did you
taking
use my
forever
code?
and a day. I need to email their customer service because I feel like I ordered them a while ago. Like I ordered
Did
them
you
when
use
we
my
talked.
code though?
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks.
Or no, it didn't.
Thanks for that.
I used your link because the code
Okay,
wasn't
that's
working
fine.
because it was also already on sale. They were having like their anniversary sale. But
That's fine.
Anyway, yes, I'm very excited about that. And I feel like I thrive in winter too. And just being able to go outside. I'm like very excited about that.
I don't love when it's like 16 degrees though. Like,
No.
I will say I have a cap of like, I enjoy winter until it like is painful to actually go outside.
Yeah.
Like when I have to pick my kids up from school and I like could cry, it's so cold. It's too cold.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say below 40. I'm not thriving there.
Yeah. My 1 star is also weather related because though we need the rain, which I feel like so old for saying that. I'm like, we need the rain.
Every time I say that, I'm like, my yard. I'm like, who is she?
Like, we really needed that rain. It just like takes me into my childhood where I feel like my parents said that. But though we need the rain, it is supposed to rain all day tomorrow, and I'm supposed to have you all know I run these grown-up book fairs around the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we've got one tomorrow night, which I'm really excited about, at Reunion Tower, and it's our first one at night, and it's in this like iconic location. If you don't know what Reunion Tower is, it is like when you think of the Dallas skyline.
If you've been to Dallas, and you see that ball, looks like a ball on a stick.
It's the ball.
That's Reunion Tower.
Yeah, it's the ball. That's Reunion Tower. I feel
like
the
big ball.
People know it. Yeah, I'm like, it is very phallic, which like tracks. Like, I'm very excited about it. And I was so excited when they reached out. It's kind of a unique fair because it is up in the sky and like it's just got some interesting needs as far as like loading in all of our stuff and everything like that. So I am a little bit concerned about it being raining while we're like trying to load everything in, which is not fun, but at least it's not an outdoor fair because we do those too where we'll have like mostly outdoors or indoor outdoor kind of thing, and that's not this. Like at least it's all inside.
Surely Reunion Tower has plans for that because there are events there all the time.
So like, and I'm like,
surely they have like a loading situation.
Yeah. For the event itself, I'm not super concerned because it is like we're inside. There is an outdoor portion, but like it is inside. But like and there is like a load in area, but I just don't know how much it's covered. And then you have to like move your car and go park it, and like we're gonna get wet, okay, and not in a fun way. So that's my 5 because I'm excited about it. It took Neely a minute to get that. She finally got it.
No, I have to show you what I'm laughing at. Andrew just sent me this picture. You'll get it. You have children. 6, 7.
Oh, listen, we haven't gotten into that.
Oh my God, Charlotte does it.
No.
I don't listen.
I think it's because we don't have boys. That the girls are like this is stupid. Like
it is stupid.
Yeah, they know.
I don't think Liam knows what he's doing. I think
no.
Yesterday I was on the phone with my dad and he was asking Liam a question. Liam's like, "Yeah, that's a little sus," and I'm like, "I need you to not."
Yeah, Lainey likes to tell us, "Yes, queen."
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm here for that.
I'm here for that. And like that's because we watched a lot of Project Runway together. So
valid.
So yeah. Those are my 1s and 5s. It's all about the weather.
Mine are all children related. So I have 2 5s that I'll start with. So one, the picture my husband just sent me is Liam is currently, as recording, getting his braces off.
So crazy.
He's had braces for a year. He's almost 9. And I was telling Rachel before the recording. Well, they do it a lot earlier now because he had to get an expander. So he didn't have, like, when he got his expander, essentially he had lost 3 baby teeth that there was no room for them to come in. Like, there was not spots for them to come in. So we had to do the expander and then the braces. Like, it was kind of part of it. And so this is like phase 1, the expander and braces. And then once he loses all his baby teeth, we'll see if he needs another year.
Okay, that's what I was, because they haven't done it with Lainey because she hasn't lost all her baby teeth yet.
If he does, he would only need like another 6 to 8
6 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's not, so it does cut, like, in the long run, it cuts down on the amount of time you have braces, which is great.
Yeah. I think I had mine for 18 months.
Now he'll have to wear a retainer, and we're like very concerned because he has to wear it 24/7. for the first 6 months. I'm like, he's going to lose that the
Yeah.
day he gets it. Like, so
Like at
anyway.
school, it's gonna be gone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then my other 5 I was telling Rachel about is that our local high school cheerleaders did this like fundraiser where they essentially auctioned off 5 spots. It's like 5 girls, and then each girl gets to bring a friend, and they call it Game Day Girls. And so
Cute.
they basically get to eat dinner with the cheerleaders. The cheerleaders do their hair and makeup. They get a little personalized outfit and bows and poms. And they get to do all the pregame stuff with them and like be on the field. And I saw that they did it last year, and Charlotte was in preschool. She was too young. And so one of her friends' moms and I went in on it together. It was like $500. And so we split it, and because it was like you and a friend. And so they get to do that tonight. It was supposed to be tomorrow night, but because of the impending storms,
they moved the game.
They moved like all the district games. Like I'm sure y'all's high school game got moved too.
Yeah.
And it's also elementary night, which means the kids get to run.
Yeah.
So
we had that a couple of weeks ago.
There's a lot happening at the game tonight.
Yeah.
And then so I'm really excited about that. My 1 star is that as much as I love my kids, I love their school, I love events, all of them are this week. We had book fair, we have Red Ribbon Week, we had a family picnic and color run last night that we did not go to because I was like, I cannot attend everything. No. Tomorrow they're supposed to have a pumpkin carving contest. We're not doing that either. There's early release today. I'm like, this is like
they're not carving the pumpkins at school, are they?
No, it's like a contest. Like you bring it.
Wow, I can't believe they let them carve them. So we have like a pumpkin contest, but it's
no. Like you do it at home, and you like bring like with your parents.
But still,
you, like, bring
they were like, we are like, well, you can paint them.
Or no, ours was painting. I think they switched it to just painting.
Yeah, they were like, you cannot carve it. They were like, don't bring any carved pumpkins to school. And we only do it like kinder, 2nd, 4th, 6th. So they do it the even years, which is nice because we get a break. But then on the years because the girls are the same like even odd schedule.
So it's just always.
So the years where it's evens, then no, they're on the same one. So it's like double work that year.
So 1 year you have off completely, and the next year you have to do.
I don't know which one's better. Probably that.
Yeah, that would. Because my kids would be the opposite because they're kindergarten.
But I'm like, at least they all do it. Like we just sat them down at the table last year and they did it together.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I think if we like had the bandwidth, I mean, Andrew and I, just got back in town, and then he immediately went camping with Liam last weekend.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And so, oh my god! And so I just feel like it's like we're still trying to play catch up just from like being gone.
Yeah.
So I was like, some of these things are just gonna have to not happen. Like, because I was telling Liam, he was like, "Oh, we're gonna go to the picnic," and I'm like, they have it every year. Like next year, so it's put on by 4th grade. It's as like a 4th grade fundraiser.
Okay.
Next year, I will have a 4th. Well, we will have 4th graders, which seems wrong. It's crazy that after this year, he only has 2 more years of elementary school. But y'all won't. When do we not know? Is that one of the things we're voting on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I look at you. I'm like, oh right, we're in this. I frequently forget. Rachel and I are in the same school district. Our kids are. We do not. I mean, we live close. We're like 10 minutes from each other, but. You wouldn't know. We see each other on average one time a year.
I don't know. I feel like 10 minutes in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, that's a long time.
It might as well be
on opposite sides of the Metroplex. Yeah.
But so they have turned, in my neighborhood, they have turned the junior highs into middle schools.
Yeah.
I still don't understand the phrasing, why it matters, what if we call it junior high or middle school.
I don't think
whatever.
It does. Yeah.
6th grade is no longer in it. This is the first year that now, or maybe last year was the first year.
No, this year is last year was the first year.
Last year was the first year. 6th grade is in middle school now.
Yeah.
When you were growing up, though, it was 7th and 8th, right?
My 7th grade year was the last year of 7th, 8th, 9th.
So mine was always 7th and 8th. And so but Andrew grew up at being 6th, 7th, and 8th. And he's like, no, that's how it should be. And in my head, I'm like, no,
I feel like the majority of the country is middle school model. So 6, 7, 8. For the longest time where we lived and where I grew up, where we live and where I grew up was 7, 8, 9. And then it moved 9th to high school.
I went to the same middle school and high school as my dad and my aunts. And it was 7th, 8th, and 9th then.
Okay. Yeah.
So sometime in the 30 years between me being there and my dad being there, it switched to just 7th and 8th, which I actually liked, but I almost feel like all of those years need their own schools. Like, I feel like that is
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a really hard time. It's like I really go back and forth because I do think 6th grade is too old to be in elementary school.
Yes.
But I also think 9th grade is too young to be in high school. Like
Ooh.
well, so at our high school, they used to have, it was the same
They used to
campus,
have the
but they had a
freshman center.
freshman
Yeah.
center. And so it's like you were there, but like you were like still separated,
Yeah.
which I think it's because when I was in high school, a girl in my grade like was like having a thing with a senior. And looking back on that, I'm like, oh, that's illegal.
Like
She
if
was
he was
14 and
18.
he was 18, she was 14. It's
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
Like that's yucky. Like we don't
Yeah.
want to do that. Now
Yeah.
if she was 18 and he was 22, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Rachel.
Right. Yeah. He was actually 23, so even better.
So crazy to think about that you were 18 with a 23-year-old.
I think about that now, like when I meet people that are like 18 or even like 22 when I got married at 22, and I'm like, or like 25, and like I was having Lainey at 25. Like I'm just like, wow, it is crazy. No, I think that the 6th grade thing though, like well, first of all, when we were freshmen, and I think some places still do this, they have like they're in the same building, but they have their kind of own wing, and so it's not like it's not a completely separate center, but it's like you kind of have your own side of the building where most of your classes are.
At the middle school, the 6th graders are like pretty separated from the 7th and 8th graders.
And with the 6th grade move, I will say, like, I understand parents who are concerned about that and who like want to hold on to like the innocence of their child or whatever, but like from the teacher standpoint, I saw these 6th graders in the school building with 5-year-olds and sometimes like 3 and 4-year-olds.
I think 6th grade, well, yes, because now for us at least, since they've moved 6th grade to the middle schools, all of the campuses have pre-K. And like our school has, I think, 8 pre-K classes.
Yeah.
Like we have like a very big, like, because we get a lot of bilingual pre-K and we have special needs pre-K.
Yes.
So, and then I think we have 1 or 2 like gen ed pre-Ks.
Yeah.
But we have like a very big pre-K community at our school. And I do like that because I do feel like it makes pre-K more, is attainable the right word?
Yeah, for sure.
And more attainable because it's not like I was trying to explain this to Andrew. Accessible. Thank you.
I was like, I was on board with attainable. Yeah.
A couple years ago that like not everybody, like a lot of kids go into kindergarten and that's their first time in school.
Yes.
Like preschool is a luxury item.
100%.
It's not, and it's very expensive.
Yeah.
And with pre-K being at these schools now, they do it in a sense where like some people do pay for it, but you can also qualify for free, free reduced. Like it's very affordable.
Yes, for sure.
And accessible.
It's so even the paid portion, like when I was paying for the girls to go, was like $150 a month. Like it was insane.
Oh yeah. Well, yes. And then if you work in the district, like again, like, but it's also, don't they have, even before pre-K in the district, like there are like daycares that
there are daycares for teachers. Yeah. So before 3 years old, you can, now there are, that was a relatively new thing. And my kids were too old when it finally happened. But I'm like, but I think that there are still schools right now that have the pre-K and the 6th grade, like all still on one campus.
That's
and I'm
too
like,
much.
It's too much. It's too much. It's too much for the kids, but it's also too much for the staff. Like you are servicing such a wide range of like developmental, where we are developmentally, that it's too hard. Anyway, that's my rant about public education. So hope everybody was happy to tune into that.
I'm always happy to rant about public education. Are you reading anything?
I am. So I just finished a vampire book that like gave very much Twilight vibes.
'Tis the season.
I know. I'm gonna make sure I get the name right. It is called Until the Heart Stops, by Jillian Eliza West. And I saw Jillian in conversation with Julie Soto when I went down there like this summer, I think it was. Went down to Austin and saw her in conversation. So I've had her book on my TBR, and then it's like she just came out recently with this vampire book. And I was like, sold. It is October, say less. I'm gonna be here with, and it's kind of, it gives a little bit like Twilight, but like when the Volturi were first formed kind of vibes. So like that kind of side of things. And it was really good. I loved it. And it's going to have, there's going to be a sequel to it, which is about one of the other characters, and it kind of gets set up at the end. And so I'm excited to read that. So I finished that one, and then I moved on to her. She has a romantasy duet that's a Hades and Persephone retelling. And so I moved on to that. So I'm reading that right now, which is called Ruin, by Jillian Eliza West. And I'm pretty early into that. I'm like, let's see, 23% in, but I'm having a good time so far. So
I am not reading anything. I am, however, very excited because as of recording, nobody wants this back on Netflix.
Okay, I was like, we have to talk about this because...
So before we recorded, I watched the first episode. I've only watched the first one. One thing I love about this show is I could legit watch the whole season today, likely, because the episodes are really quick. I love this show so much. I have no suggestions for it. It's no notes. There's not one thing I would change about this show. The casting is perfect.
Do you know it almost wasn't Adam Brody?
Who was it?
Oh, they said it on the Today Show this morning, and I can't remember. I'll get back to you.
Are you watch it, right?
Yes, I loved the first season. Brian and I watched it together. We're super excited to start. Or is it all 10 episodes out today? Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
We're super excited to start watching that tonight, post bedtime. Yeah,
I'm so excited. Yeah, Andrew watched the first half of the season with me and said he didn't like it because he sucks. And so I'm watching it because I'm not. The other thing about Andrew is like he will binge watch like a CIA show and stay up till 1 a.m. and like be like more episodes. Something like this, he's like, we've watched 3. That's enough. I'm like, absolutely not. I'm gonna watch the whole thing. So I don't want to wait for him to like decide. But here's what he will do. I will watch it. And then in like 6 months, he'll be like, someone told me this show is really funny. The amount of times he's done this to me with a show or a movie where I've suggested it and he's like, been like, no. And then someone else suggests it and he's like, oh, like someone else said it was really good. And I'm like, fuck you, because I said it was really good.
I said that. Brian's been watching the Owen Wilson golf show, Stick.
No.
Which
Nothing you just said, not any of the words you just said sound
appealing to you. But he said he got to the finale last night and was sobbing.
I don't like Owen Wilson.
Okay.
Hot take.
Well.
I've met him in person. He's actually a massive asshole.
Well, yeah.
And I don't mind golf. I'm neutral on golf, but I don't enjoy it enough to watch Owen Wilson in a show about golf.
Yeah.
Also, can we talk about Love is Blind?
Ugh.
I haven't watched last night.
I haven't either. I was like, wait. I haven't watched last night's. Yeah.
We haven't. Okay, so that's good. So no spoilers because neither of us have seen it. But I'm caught up otherwise. And I have to look up people's names.
You'll hear us talk about this a little bit in our episode next week with our guest. That was a phenomenal. We had so much fun recording with this guest. And we talked a little bit about.
We haven't talked about it. That might have been quite literally one of my favorite.
I felt like I was just like, okay, so we record next week. You get to hear an episode with Dr. Jodie McAllister, who is a romance author, but she is also an academic scholar on like romance.
She was wonderful.
It was a phenomenal interview, but then also I just felt like I was learning so much. I was like, I want to attend the lectures that you have. Like, I need you to like.
I want to be like text friends with her. Like, I just want to like talk to her all the time.
I wonder if we need to ask her if she has like a YouTube channel of like her lectures, because I was like, this is fascinating. And so we talk a lot about
who these people are. By the way,
we talk a lot about reality TV dating on that episode, so you'll hear that next week. But Love is Blind.
Okay,
this
Megan
season.
And Jordan.
Ugh.
I need to talk about Megan and Jordan.
Okay,
He's the one with the kid. Okay,
yes.
Which like at first I'm like, oh, he has a kid. Like, he is gonna be serious about this. I don't like. I like her.
I felt like decide if I like her or not.
Oh, I like her. I'm going to tell you the other guy I definitely don't like, and that would be Joe. I like Madison. I think Madison could do some inner work that would be helpful for her.
Yeah.
Before perhaps committing to somebody. Well, actually, I think all of these people could do a lot of inner work that would be helpful to them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's weird though, going back to the girl I was just talking about, when he had all those tattoos and she in the pods was like, oh, I don't really like tattoos. And he's like, oh, I have a couple. Dude is fully sleeved,
Right.
legged,
And I just
tatted.
felt, I was like, I don't understand, like, why are you not being honest with her?
Andrew and I were both so bothered by that. Like, and I
Yeah.
know some people might be listening, like, oh, like, that's not that big of a deal. But, like, when you're
But
trying to form a relationship with somebody and you make such a blatant lie about
that
something
was the
that
thing.
isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, like
It's
that was the
not
thing
a
to
big
me, is
deal.
like you're not being honest with her, and like that was what was weird to me. And I know that that's like toes the line on like appearance, and so that's I feel like that's probably why he was doing it, was because he didn't want to talk about his appearance. But I was like, she's straight up talking about tattoos, and you're saying I have a couple, and like you have literally a full arm and leg sleeve that we can see.
And I feel too, like, so Andrew's commentary on Love is Blind is really funny, but he was like, here's the thing. When you go on the show and like you meet each other after and you're kind of like, oh, you know, I might like this person, we get engaged, whatever. When I cringe so hard when they say I love you, because I'm like,
Yeah,
you've literally had 4 conversations, but like
yeah.
whatever. But it's
Oh, he has
when
two
they
sleeves. Sorry.
when they get out of the pods and they're engaged and they're together, and then you can tell they immediately don't like each other, and it's for sure looks. And I'm like, first
Yes.
of all, that girl, okay, I'm gonna talk about Madison. Madison is beautiful. She has
Yes.
a stunning, gorgeous face. She's beautiful. She's not like the skinniest person, but she is not overweight by any stretch of the imagination.
No, and
But you can
honestly, she has
tell
a
that the minute
banging
he saw
body.
her, but you can tell the minute he saw her,
Yeah.
he was like, no.
Yeah.
And it's stuff like that that I'm like, I look at her and like, she's not somebody that I would look at and be like, oh, like she could use some weight, lose some weight. Like I
try not to
wouldn't
think
think
that
that.
about anybody. And like, listen,
But you know what I'm saying.
like she looks great, and he was like, she's large. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
She's
I
not large.
was so bothered by him. And also, the same person, the psycho girl. Actually, I don't know if she's psycho. But Casey, who saw Patrick, and she was like, and that whole interaction of like her jumping on him and like being like, I can't do this, but then also like jumping up and like kissing him before she leaves and all this stuff. It was like
That interaction, she not know he was Asian?
She
Because I'm
did.
like 99% sure she ended it because he's Asian.
I think so too, but I'm pretty sure she knew. But I
By
also
the way,
feel like
this
she
is
was
me
one of
calling
those.
her a racist, in case anyone's wondering. She 1000% knew he was Asian,
Yeah.
met him, but it's like, okay, like if that's not your, first of all, if you're gonna be that ridiculous,
Yeah.
don't go on this show.
I
Like,
think
don't go
that
on
she
this
was doing
show.
it to like, I feel like it was one of those here for the wrong reasons things, because she was like, my
A lot of
ex
them are
when I
there for the
got
wrong
on,
reason.
my ex when I came on was like, I would take you back, blah blah blah. I'm like, girl, or she was like, he wanted me to come on so that like I could, I don't know, it was so weird. I was like,
But he also was talking, I felt so bad for him because he was talking to that other girl he really liked, and she
and
just
she
left the
left.
show.
I
And I'm
know.
like, oh, that made me sad. But I also like I almost respect the people who leave the show during that more, because I'm
Yeah.
like, you've realized that like, hey, like I thought I could do this, I really can't. And like I'd rather somebody do that than get to the engagement. Like,
Yeah.
I can't, we were watching this season and I'm like, I can't imagine any of these couples get married.
No.
Like, not one of these couples is getting married.
No, I need to go back and maybe that's what I'll do this afternoon while I'm doing some computer work, is go watch last night's episode. But I don't know. I really like Calabria.
Oh yeah, I did like her. That guy is a nut job.
Oh, but Edmund, she's like having to mother him, and
No,
like there is nothing wrong with like being an emotional guy, but like he still is trying to figure himself out, and you can tell that, and like she's got her shit together, and
but like when we were talking
hard to
to
watch.
Dr. McAllister about like The Bachelor and all of this, I was like, in this, it kind of, I mean, y'all will hear a lot more in depth about that on next week's episode. We go deep about The Bachelor and our
We do.
feelings about The Bachelor. But it's the same thing where it's like, some of these shows are like very fun for a couple seasons, and you just got into Love is Blind last season, right? Like it was last season and you went back and watched them.
It
Didn't you?
was, I
Or two
watched the
seasons ago?
first season, like right when it came out, and then, and then I stopped, and then and then like 1 or 2 seasons ago, I went back, I watched it, and then I went back and watched everything that I had missed. And I've watched like the Love is Blind UK. There was a Love is Blind UK people that got married last year that I loved. She was like a stunning redheaded dancer, and I think her name was Megan. And so I'm like, I feel like there have been some really good couples that have come out of it. And like we talked about the first couple where they just had the baby.
Cameron and what's her name? His name is Cameron.
I wouldn't have been able to pull that out, so I'm proud of you.
I know her Instagram handle. It's like Need for Speed.
Yeah.
Let me find
Is it Lauren?
Yes.
Is it
Lauren Speed Hamilton? Yes, it's Lauren. It's Cameron and Lauren. Yeah, they just had a baby.
Yeah.
Ezra William Hamilton is his name.
Oh, sweet. I just feel like, you get these, when we start the shows, when they first come on, you get people who have no idea what they're signing up for. They have no idea if it's going to take off or not. So they really are coming on to just like do this experiment and like see what happens. And then I feel like the more popular a show gets, the more it's like you just get these random ass people.
Yes. Yes, I agree with you. I think it's just, and that's kind of all reality TV, right? Like, especially reality TV dating, I feel. But even something like Survivor, like, I feel like when I mean, like, if you've been listening to this podcast, you know, I'm a big Survivor person. I've literally not missed a season since season 1. Andrew and I love it. It's one of our favorite shows to watch together. But like, I do feel like there's like a mix of people who go on Survivor that are like diehard Survivor fans that have been watching it like forever. And then there are people who just like hope that they're controversial enough to like then get to go on like Traitors or like another, you know, because now I feel like all these shows just like intersect with each other on other shows, and it's like very incestuous. Like even The Challenge, which used to be Real World Road Rules that I used to watch like 20 years ago, is now, but it's now, I was like reading a random cast about it, and there's still some people that have been on the show for 25 years that are like in their late 40s, early 50s doing. I'm not kidding you.
That is crazy.
Johnny Bananas, I think, still does it. But there are people from Survivor. There are people from Love is Blind. Like, it's weird.
Yeah. And like, I do understand, like, there, to a certain extent, you do have to be ready to kind of become a public figure because you are putting yourself on TV, and that might be something that happens. But I don't know. I feel like it's just gotten too, I don't like it. I feel yucky about it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Can we talk about, I kind of mentioned this to Rachel earlier before, since we're just yapping today. I need to talk about the Reminders of Him trailer.
Please tell me about
Colleen Hoover's book, Reminders of Him, is being made into a movie. I feel like, I don't feel bad for Colleen Hoover. I do feel bad for people attached to her movies because I feel like It Ends With Us was such a shit show that now all of her movies are like, quote, like a hair tainted. Like, I feel like it's like they're already starting in a negative, right? I will say also, Regretting You comes out tomorrow. I was going to go to I had sneak preview passes Tuesday night, and I was going to go, but it's just like too busy of a week. And I was like,
I also feel like all these movies feel like they have the same title. I cannot keep them straight.
Yes. Valid. So Regretting You,
but they're not they're not in the same universe though, right?
No,
like, they don't cross over.
And then she does have books that cross over. Some of her earlier books have like some crossover to them. There's a chart. And then Reminders of Him, I think, comes out in February, but the trailer was just released this week. And when first of all, the 2 songs they chose for the trailer, I mean, good job with the marketing, because now I can't get either of them out of my head, but also they're like sad songs, right? Like, it's like The Night We Met is a very sad song. And the story, this is not a spoiler. This book's been out for like 5 or 6 or 8 years or something at this point. But essentially the story is Scotty and Kenna meet and fall in love when they're, I think, like late teenage years. And they're in a car accident and she's driving and Scotty dies. And
okay, wait. Pause. This is not the one that's coming out like today.
No, this is the one that's coming out in February that I just watched the trailer for. Okay. So they're in a car accident. He dies and she goes to jail because, and I haven't read the book in a long time, she leaves the scene. It's not like it wasn't like she left the scene of the crime.
Okay.
So, and I forget why. It's like it.
There's also a car accident in the one that comes out, Regretting You?
Yes. A lot of her books have car accidents.
Okay,
actually.
what?
Like,
okay.
Now that I'm looking back, like Ugly Love also has like a very traumatic car accident in it.
Dude, there must have been a car accident that happened in her life that she
has car accident trauma. She must, that she's working through. But yes, so anyways, in Reminders of Him, car accident, he dies, she goes to jail, is pregnant when she goes to jail, has the baby. His parents raised the baby, okay?
But he's dead. It's his baby.
He's dead.
Okay.
Yes. She gets out of jail like 5 years later and wants to go meet her child, as one would. And so she goes back to this town where she's like clearly a pariah, because she, everyone's looking at her like, you killed this guy.
Yeah.
And falls in love with his best friend. Best friend doesn't know who she is at first, right? Then best friend finds out. I don't remember. It's been a lot. Listen.
I'm like, how come best friend doesn't know who she is? I don't understand.
I'm giving high level information that could possibly be wrong because I've only read this book one time.
Okay.
And it was when it came out many years ago. Rachel's like, tell me more.
I'm like, I don't understand. How does that happen?
Because here's the thing. As y'all know, she doesn't do sad stuff. Rachel will never read this book or see this movie.
No, I won't.
So,
yeah. But thank you for giving me the overview.
So she falls in love with him. And then he like kind of helps her, right? Like he's like trying to like mend things between the parents, and then it gets messy. Anyway, I cannot remember exactly how it ends. I do feel like she ends up being able to have a relationship with the child, but I forget like
because isn't the trailer like
co-custody?
I feel like I saw part of the trailer yesterday where like she walks up to the house and she's like, I want to see her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe not the way to go about it, but like, you know what? I don't know what I would do in that situation.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't bring her to jail.
The child? Oh, well, the parents hate her, and the parents got custody. Like
they hate her because, but it wasn't her fault. And then she left the scene of the crime. I
can't remember.
Okay.
I'm sorry. If you're listening to this and you have more recently read Reminders of Him, let us slide into the DMs
like, this is going to be a really bad overview.
I don't actually want to reread the book because it's too much.
Yeah.
I will see the movie when it comes out, possibly. Mm-hmm. I still have not seen It Ends With Us. I never plan to watch it. I have not a one desire to give my attention or time to that movie. And I have to forget that Colleen Hoover is a part of these other two because I do want to watch them, and I don't like her. And I don't think that she has anyone's best intentions at heart except her own. And that is my hot take on Colleen Hoover.
Wow, that is a hot take.
Listen, all I know is that when Justin Baldoni decided he wanted to take on It Ends With Us, she sung his praises over and over and over. She loved Justin Baldoni. She was so excited, so excited. And then Blake Lively jumped on board, and it was like, oh, no, now I'm on Team Blake.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like opportunists.
Yeah.
I think Colleen Hoover is an opportunist.
Yeah. I agree.
That's my hot Colleen Hoover take of the day.
Now, do you think that Blake Lively and Taylor Swift are still friends?
I don't.
Yeah.
I do not.
We haven't even talked about the new Taylor Swift album.
Oh, I'm happy to talk about that for the next 5 hours. I could have a whole podcast. I should have it. Someone said to me the other day they were surprised I don't have a Taylor Swift podcast.
Truly.
And I'm like, I also am surprised I don't have a Taylor Swift podcast.
I too am surprised about that. Did you order any of the like
I never order stuff.
Okay. I didn't know
I
if you
never order.
Yeah.
I am an Apple Music girly, so I just wake up and it's on my phone.
Yeah.
But I don't order. I'm not a merch person. I don't have like physical copies of music. Much like with books, you know, I'm digital.
Yeah.
And I think a big part of this is I don't like clutter.
Yeah.
So I'm not somebody who likes stuff.
The things.
I wouldn't call myself a minimalist, but I don't like stuff.
Yeah.
And I was a big CD girly back in the day. But once I got an iPod and like, I don't know, when I was like 20 or something, that was like my foray into digital things. And I was like, I will never go back.
Yeah. You're like, it's all.
I don't know how I used to travel with a big ass binder of CDs like in my backpack to go on trips. Like what an insane thing to do.
Yeah.
But I love the new album. I loved it immediately. I know some people like needed a minute. I like when her albums are like poppy and like fun. I also like when her albums are like sullen and sad. I appreciate all phases of Taylor's life. This is an album that a woman wrote who's getting dick down real good.
Yeah.
Like,
I love it. I'm like, I am having a great time. That is my vibe.
I don't know how anybody can listen to the song Wood and not be like, good for you.
Yeah.
Like,
I want much like I like my books, I want my music to be like I love Sabrina Carpenter. I want my music to be horny.
Someone that I know said that Sabrina Carpenter was like a Polly Pocket, and I can't unhear it now.
True. It's so true.
She is like a tiny little Polly Pocket.
Yeah,
She's so cute.
She's so cute.
She's so cute. I love her. I love I love our whole current little girl gang. Chapel Roan, Gracie, all of them. Like, yes. I'm here for it.
I know that there are some people that did not like the new Taylor album. I loved it. The girls have been jamming to it. I am also like the only other really Taylor album that we listened to, like the most of the songs is Lover. And so I feel like it's got similar vibes.
That's Charlotte's favorite. I will say I think 1989 has similar vibes. It's very like Shake It Off.
Yeah, that's true. We listened to that too. What's the one where it's like Blank Space? Isn't that 1989?
Yes.
Yeah.
All the lonely Starbucks lovers.
Yeah, we love it. I did make everybody learn the Fate of Ophelia dance, so we did that as a family. I'll have to send you the
Please do.
Video.
I tried to get Charlotte to do it with me, and she had no interest.
It was one of those days that they had off that I made them do it.
The only other thing Charlotte and I listen to in the car besides Taylor Swift is K-pop Demon Hunters. So
yes. Okay. So what's your favorite song and Charlotte's favorite song
from the new album?
Yeah.
Charlotte's favorite song is Wood, and I have feelings about that.
Do you listen to the explicit version or the?
Because I'm not somebody who cares what my kids hear.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I more so care that my kids are kind. I don't really care if they say fuck. Yeah. But my favorite song is Actually Romantic.
I love Actually Romantic. It's so good.
Listen, I love a burn. Okay. I love a petty ass burn. Yeah. And I think that song is so funny, especially when somebody said that they wonder if she wrote it about Donald Trump. And I was so unwell about it because it really works.
It does. I feel like it's isn't it like rumored that it's Charlie XCX? No, that's Father Figure.
No, this is Charlie XCX. Father Figure is the guy who bought her masters.
Gotcha.
But I also really love Elizabeth Taylor.
That's Emmy's favorite, which I think is hilarious. She walks around the house going, Elizabeth Taylor. I'm like, girl.
I will say, I know people like it. I don't like. It's not my favorite on the album. Is Life of a Showgirl. Like, it's fine, but it's not my favorite. Yeah, it's just okay.
Same.
I do like Opalite.
I love Opalite. It's
Fate
such
of Ophelia's a bop.
Also a bop. Yeah.
This is sad, but I do like Ruin the Friendship.
But how do you listen to that and not sob? Like, I was listening to it while I was in the shower the other day and just like bawling. I was like, this is really
so
sad.
Good.
Oh man, it's sad.
I didn't like Father Figure at first, but I've grown to like it.
I love it. Yeah.
Again, like I said, I like a burn.
Yeah, it's
so
a good burn.
I really enjoy. I look a good diss track.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just like it. Like, let her have fun. I feel like people love to criticize all her new albums because she never does the same thing back to back. Like, Tortured Poets was very different from this, and people are like, wait, where is Where's our angry music? It's like, she's got 500 songs, okay?
Yes.
Go find, if you don't like, also, it's like, if you don't like it, she's doing fine, okay? Like, she's fine.
Yeah.
Let her get fucked real good by her hot ass football player boyfriend who probably knows what he's doing, and apparently, Redwood Tree. I mean, she says he dickmatized me in her song, and I'm like,
he opmatized me. I think did you watch her on Jimmy Fallon?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, now tell me about Wood. And she was like, we went in and started writing that, and things just got out of hand. And I'm like, that's the best description of it.
I want somebody to take a smutty book and do one of those like aesthetic videos, but to Wood.
Yeah. I do think that I feel like a lot of, I don't know if you saw this, but I feel like I saw a lot of commentary that it's like she's like writing for the trad wife, and I'm like, that made me literally angry. And like, she has been working her ass off for however many years, almost 20 years, and you're saying that because she is now in a relationship as a 35-year-old woman, or however old she is, that now she's writing for the trad wife. Like, come on.
I don't like it.
It made me mad. I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Feminism is being able to
make your choice,
whatever you want to do.
Do you know what I love about the trad wife thing is being a trad wife, they're like so anti-feminist, but being a trad wife is kind of feminist.
It is very feminist. And also the monetizing their trad wife, I'm like, you are saying
you're a feminist.
I'm like, you're saying that women should not work and should be at home, and yet you're making money off of
TikTok while you make trad wife videos. Yeah. And you're doing TikTok shop. And then
you're making your own like products.
Women shouldn't work, but
you are working. It's so weird.
I just think they like to say feminist is like a leftist thing, but it's really not, because feminism is just about deciding for yourself what you want to do. It's feminist if you're deciding you want to stay at home. It's feminist if you're deciding you want to work.
Yeah.
It's feminist if you're deciding you don't want to have kids, or you do want to have kids.
Yes.
When you are making choices, that is being a feminist.
Yeah.
The whole point of feminism is being allowed to make choices.
And I always say what radicalized me was having girls. And
I think having a girl radicalized Andrew too.
Yeah. And just like realizing that like I don't want them to experience the things that I've experienced.
Until she put on that cheerleading outfit, and then I think he was like, No, we're not doing this. No. He immediately was like, absolutely not. But it's funny because my kids, this is a very like hard left. My kids are becoming more like Liam loved to play with girls for the longest time and like loved his girlfriends. And now he's like I almost think he's becoming like shy about it and like is like afraid to be around the girls. Also, Andrew just sent me a picture of him without braces.
Oh, and he's so big. Oh, I love it.
But he did say his braces are off. He has a lot of wiggly teeth. I'm like, Charlotte's gonna be so pissed. She hasn't lost a tooth yet, and all her friends in kindergarten are losing teeth, and she didn't even have a wiggly tooth.
No, my kids are late losers. They're late losers.
Has Emmy lost one yet?
No. Lainey didn't lose her first tooth until second half of first grade, and it's only because she bonked heads in PE with somebody that it knocked the tooth out.
Well, you know that's how Liam's two front teeth came out in preschool.
And so I think it's going to be a while before Emmy. She doesn't really have anything wiggly. So I'm like, so sorry.
By the way, I like that our whole episode was ones, fives, and what we're reading and watching, and then we were just like, all right, well, that's it.
Well, that was a great yapping episode, though. I think I enjoyed that, and
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, and we had a great time, and we pivoted and we made it work.
Guys, okay? We hope you enjoyed it. I love when Rachel and I get to just yap about nonsense. It's honestly the best. But we will see you guys next time.
Yeah, wait, where can people find you?
Oh, Duh. Guys, you can find me everywhere at Neelykins, except TikTok where I'm Neely Moldovan. And you can find the podcast everywhere at Smut Show Podcast.
And you can find me everywhere at Rachel_M Lewis, and my books wherever, you get your books. And next week we're going to be back to regularly scheduled programming. It's going to be a great episode. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.